Yo, what is up? Welcome in. Much love, fam. Trav here. How's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful time and a wonderful day. Life can be really, really good if you want it to be, and I hope that you have a good day and just sending the most positive energy. And thank you to the Magic community for helping me out for so many years and giving me a home. I'm a very loyal person, so wherever I go in life, I'm always going to come back and share some energy with you. So today, I've got the next 7 minutes, and I'm going to go over some of my favorite cards from the new set coming out, Throne of Eldraine. I really like the flavor of this set so far. I was talking about that in my last video, but the sort of fairy tale, dark fairy tale, grim fairy tale, Jack and the Beanstalk, Crystal Slipper. It's cool. It's like a new thing, but in a new place, but it evokes nostalgia. Nostalgia always makes you open up your wallet. Wizards OP. Yeah. So, Garrick's back. I really like Garrick. I know Garrick was involved in some controversy or whatever. I was afraid we were never going to see him again. I'm glad he's back. Garrick Wildspeaker's one of, if not my favorite planeswalker, and Garrick is a cool character for me. So this one, 6 mana for 5 loyalty. The 0 is kind of cool because it's sort of a plus. It makes 2/2 black-green wolves, 2 of them, and if they die, you put loyalty on Garrick, and you could get it right up to the 6 emblem. Okay, so you actually have to have a wolf die in order to gain loyalty, but you only need to gain 1 to have your emblem where your creatures get +3/+3 and trample. So slightly awkward because you don't have control over that unless you have sacrifice effects in your deck or sweepers. So maybe you would build this with like a black-green sacrifice, go wide sort of a thing. I don't think there's necessarily support for that in standard. And then the -3 is pretty cool. You get you get permanent removal, but permanent removal and draw a card, 2 for 1, is pretty sweet. So I like Garrick. Oko, Thief of Crowns, 3 mana for a foil, 4 loyalty, +2 create a food. Food token's an artifact. 2 mana, sacrifice that artifact, gain 3 life. +1, target artifact, your creature loses all abilities and becomes a green elk. So you can put it up to 6, make a food, and then turn that food into an elk. Or you can put it up to 6, make a food, and the next turn swap your food for a creature artifact they have. Or you can make a food, you can turn their best thing into an elk, then you can trade your food for their elk, which is pretty cool. So a lot of options, or you can just make food and gain life. I like that card. Rankle, 4 mana, 3/3 flying haste. I don't understand why it's worded this way. When deals combat to a player, choose any number. Each player, none of these are numbers, so that doesn't make sense to me. But I like that they're sort of going back to flavor text in the rules text sort of a thing, where it's like, okay, it's a fairy, Rankle, master of pranks. It kind of makes sense that, okay, he's a fairy, he's pranking you. I choose number 5, and then each player sacks a creature. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, you had Swords to Plowshares, and the first one literally said from Alpha, what did it say? Like, target creature picks up swords and moves the countryside and that sort of a thing. So I like that that's coming back. I think it's cool. Royal Scions, 3 mana, 5 loyalty, +1, you loot or draw a card, discard a card. +1, target creature gets +2 and gains first strike. And -8, draw 4 cards and then deal damage to any target equal to the number of cards in your hand. Yeah, you get that early against a control deck and you just smooth your hand for a couple turns and then win an overwhelming card advantage and going to the face. It's definitely a really powerful one versus any sort of control deck. The +1, the +2 and first strike's interesting. Okay, I only have like a minute or 2 minutes. Although that means I'm not going to have time to go through everything, so I'll be back with another video going through more. Gilded Goose, green for a flying 0/2 that comes in with the food. And this is actually really good. So at first thought, okay, it's Birds of Paradise, but you can only use it one time, and it has 2 toughness instead of 1 toughness. Well, the thing about Birds of Paradise is in the late game it has no value. This one in the late game for 4 mana is gaining you 3 life a turn. So it's ramping you in the early game. It has 2 toughness, so it is more less likely to die. And in the late game, it's giving you a life buffer. So to me, this card is really good. It's no Deathrite Shaman, but it's like half of Deathrite Shaman. It has the mana and life part. It doesn't have the damage part, but that's like a lot of the card. So yep, I'll be back later to look at more. Just want to say thank you, appreciate you, much love. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, go follow me on Instagram, Travis D. Woo, follow my other YouTube, keep watching. I've got a lot of cool announcements coming soon, so thanks and look forward to talking to you. Peace, much love.